welcome to Dangerville. At the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters, fans and viewers were exposed to the sad fate of our beloved Mothra, the Queen of the Monsters. When it appeared like Godzilla was going to lose to King Ghidorah, Mothra made the ultimate sacrifice, throwing herself directly in between the G-Man and Ghidorah's devastating electric blast. In a matter of seconds, Mothra's physical body was destroyed, but her life force lived on. Mothra's fascinating ability to expel her energy and soul upon death was exactly what Godzilla needed to finish the fight. When her power rushed into Godzilla, it fueled him to get back up and finish Ghidorah once and for all, at least in his physical form. After Godzilla went supernova and expelled the massive energy flowing through him thanks to Mothra and the atomic bomb detonated in his face, it appeared like that was the end of Mothra in the MonsterVerse. But the Queen still manages to have a presence in the franchise, and that's the focus for this video. Stomp the subscribe button and hit the bell if you haven't already, and residents, let's get to it. So let's rewind all the way back to the end of King of the Monsters. Godzilla is getting his arse handed to him until Mothra lets herself be killed in order to protect him, and then somehow expels her energy directly into Godzilla, fueling him and leading up to his extremely overpowered state, resulting in the atomic pulse shaped in the form of Mothra herself, almost like her spirit was still alive until that very moment. After the pulse fries Ghidorah, it appeared like the G-Man had used up all his extra powers gained from Mothra's sacrifice. But in Godzilla Dominion, it was revealed that Mothra still lives on inside of Godzilla, well, at least her special connection with planet Earth that made her so powerful. This is why Godzilla remains insanely strong and aware of every little thing going on in his turf, which is now the entire planet. He may not still have the ability to use his supernova attack, but the part of Mothra's power that remained may be even more useful in Godzilla's reign as King of the Monsters. To help bring how Mothra continues to help Godzilla to the surface of this subject, I will read this segment from the graphic novel that describes how Godzilla finally understands that Mothra's gift will always be with him. In flexing his senses, he finds something new, strange. The depths have always been an extension of himself, the waters deep and shallow, the foundations and hollows of the earth, part of him. He always known the pool of the moon in the tides, in his blood, but now the Pale One calls to him. The sky whispers as it never has before. He understands the sense of growth and decay, of health and sickness, of clouds pregnant with rain and grass shriveling in hard soil. The surface of the water used to divide his world like a mirror, above and below. Now they are one. He sees the world anew. She gave him her life. This inner dialogue of Godzilla's thoughts helps explain how Godzilla is naturally in his environment when in the ocean, seas, and great waters around the planet, or when he is deep within the Earth's immense tunnels and hidden gigantic underground chambers. And that he didn't really think of much of the universe beyond Earth, like that of the moon, as anything more than something that moves the tides of the oceans and his very own blood. He knew it was all there, he just didn't think much of it. But after Mothra's life force fused with his own, he not only respected the world out of his natural environment, but now it helped drive him and he could actually feel the entire planet. Now even the surface of the planet, the trees, the mountains, and even the sky and winds were connected deeply within him. What made Mothra so special now resides in Godzilla. Mothra can be described using the term Mother Earth that us humans like to use for our lovely natural world. So in a way, her power transferred to Godzilla, making him not only the King of the Monsters, but now Father Earth. After earning Mothra's powers and defeating Ghidorah, the G-Man really became King of Earth. He now had more than his own safety and the natural balance of the Titans to worry about. Now he had to protect the entire planet. Mothra's ability to feel the planet as a breathing, living entity and to be one with all life was now Godzilla's secret weapon and his curse. He can now sense all the good and bad that happens around the planet. If the Earth was happy and healthy, he would feel this energy. If the planet was injured or in harm's way, he would now feel that pain as well. Mothra's sacrifice opened the G-Man's eyes up to being a true protector of the only real thing that needed to be protected, Earth. Instead of killing or forcing his lesser Titan brethren to go back into the ground, he allowed the ones that benefited Earth to remain active as long as they continued to heal his planet, only confronting the Titans known as Destroyers, whose only purpose was to harm and take over, or to keep the monsters who got a bit anxious in line. When it came to the events of Godzilla vs. Kong, Mothra's powers were not showcased directly in front of us, but upon looking closely at Godzilla's actions, we can see a little bit of Mothra's influence. He knew exactly where Kong was in the middle of the world's largest ocean. He sensed Kong thousands of miles underground within the Hollow Earth. He remained an immensely overpowered version of his former self, fighting way more savagely and powerfully than any time we saw him prior to this gift. And at the end of the fight, after he won the crown over Kong, he showed empathy and respect. Mothra may not have had an actual role in the movie, and perhaps the creators of the film didn't quite look at the story between Godzilla and Mothra as deeply as I did here with this video. But for us fans, getting this Easter egg of how Mothra still lives on in Godzilla's life force was one hell of a treat. I hope you liked today's video, residents. Mothra tends to be overlooked by YouTube's algorithm and by the fans for some reason, probably because she's a moth and not some crazy creature with teeth and claws. So to help get this video out there, please share, comment, and give us a like if you think I earned it. I hope you all look at the planet a little more like how Mothra wants us to. Like the G-Man, you could find new meaning in life if you connect with Mother Nature. This has been Jacob, and I'll see you guys in the next one.